third graders, we're going to be ready to start our discussion today on the Music Box movie that we saw. To warm up, to just practice using our voices so that everybody in the talking circle gets a chance to use their voice, we're going to think of your answer to the question. If you could choose one word to capture the theme of this movie, one word, just one word that you think is the theme of the movie, what would that word be? We're going to start with Zeke and then just go around the circle this way so that everybody gets a chance to use their voice. So if you could capture the theme of the movie in one word, what would it be?
Give. I think sharing. I think happiness. I think happiness. I think happiness. I think sharing. I think joyful. Can you say optimism?
What one word would you use for the theme of the movie?
The theme. No, it's the other way. Other side. It's right there. Optimism. Helpful.
Okay. All right, now, a lot of you probably have reasons why you picked that word. But before we open it up for discussion, let's review our rules. When you talk, only one person's voice can be on at a time. So if you start talking at the same time as somebody else talks, remember to use your eyes and decide who's going to go first, and then the other person can go. The second rule is that you're going to try to respond to whatever the person before you said. What are some good words I might hear you say if you are responding to somebody? Rachel?
I disagree with that.
Yes, you might say something like, I disagree with what Wadu said because, what is another good word for responding to somebody? Noelle?
I agree with.
Right. You could say, I agree with Brianna because, Dasani, what's another good way to show you're responding? Getting?
I think.
To show you're responding to somebody else, you're going to save your I think until later in your comment. Juan?
I disagree.
You could do agree or disagree. What if somebody asks a question? How can you show that you're responding to them? If somebody asks a question, what would you do to show you were listening to what they said? Jarrett? Right, you would answer their question. So today in our discussion, you have come prepared with a question that you could ask the group. If somebody shares one of their questions that they wrote, I want to hear these three people answer that question before you move on to something else from your paper. So if Zeke asks the group a question, then listen for at least three of the talkers to answer that question, to say what they think the answer is, before you go on and share an answer to something else on your paper. Show me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Because this time I think you all have, I checked your papers and you all have some really good questions to ask the group. So make sure you give at least three people a chance to answer a question. All right, who would like to start? Let's start out by thinking about why you chose that word for the theme of this movie. And then you can use any thoughts from anywhere on your paper, front side or back side, that you want to share with the group, as long as one person talks at a time. Jonas, why don't you get us started?
Would you want the gift the man had? Yes, because it would give joy to the whole world. I would also because it is Christian music and you can worship Jesus.
I agree. I think yes, because it'll be honoring the Lord with music and
Okay. Remember that in order for everybody to hear you in the circle, you're going to have to use your loud voice. Just like as if you were at the top of the slide at recess and trying to talk with somebody who is down on the ground. Use that kind of voice when you share with one another. So Gracie, can you share your comment one more time? Otherwise, I'm not sure people are going to be able to respond to you.
I chose yes because I think yes because it will be honoring the Lord with music.
Why was the man scared to share the gift to everyone?
I think because he wanted it for himself, and he was like, this is so good, I don't want anybody else to have it, and I'm just going to keep it to myself.